Hello everybody and welcome back to some more FrostPunk. Flippin' heck, things were a little bit dicey towards the end of the last episode. Things got real bad. I thought that we were going to lose. I thought that the game was over, we were done, there was nothing I could do, and then just at the very last second, hope rose and we lived on to do another episode. We're fine for the time being, but things are still very much so on the brink. I actually cannot believe how much stuff went wrong in the last episode. We ran out of coal. We had to move all of our people who were making food and hunting food to go and get coal because all the people who were getting coal were just dying left, right, and center. We lost, I think, like 45 people in the last episode. We had like 140. We're down to 101. So many people were dying. The hope was just all but gone. And then to top it all off, somebody out of nowhere, the lone survivor of another city, came to us and just he let all of my people know that all hope was lost. He basically just put the nail in the coffin that was the end of this game, but then hope returned. We built some posts. We became a bit of a dictatorship. If we look at our laws, we did start to enforce order. We started morning gatherings, and so now people will gain a bit of hope every morning when they gather with their fellow citizens to, I don't know, honor me or just become happier, you know? So what are we going to do in today's episode? First things first, I'm going to figure out what this question mark is. A word of advice using automatons. Our first automaton is operational. This will help our economy greatly. Automatons can replace entire manual labor crews. They work around the clock with short breaks to refuel at the generator. We can research upgrades to raise their efficiency and compatibility. Nice! That is really cool. So that is the thing that we brought back from, I think, the bridge, maybe? Large convoy? I think we brought it back from the bridge, if I'm not mistaken. What are our scout team currently doing? I think they're currently on their way back, yeah, with a bunch of people. So they've got a bit of coal, 27 workers, 18 engineers, and then another steam core. We haven't yet used a steam core, and so I'm not quite sure what we're going to do with those. Discontent is still quite high. I do want to bring that down, or work at least to try and bring that down in today's episode. Hope is also pretty low still. Most of it's due to the fact that people are dying, which is still a constant issue that I'm trying to address. And one of the ways that I think that we can probably start to address that in today's episode is a new law. I was flicking through the laws before the episode started, and there is a law down here. We can assign extra rations for the ill, which will allow us to give any excess food that we have to help our people get better faster, so that less people are ill and less people are taking up space in our medical facilities. But on the other hand, we can also pass an overcrowding law. Our medical facilities should be fully utilized even if we have to put patients on the floor. This will increase the capacity of medical facilities. It will double the capacity of medical facilities. Discontent will rise slightly, and using the extra capacity will cause discontent. But I think it's necessary because right now we don't have that many people who are sick. We've got 12 people who are sick and 3 who are gravely ill. But I think still quite a lot of our medical posts are full. We've got 5 out of 5 in there, all of which are getting treatment, and 2 of which are children. Where else do I have? I also want to do some reorganizing because I have no idea where my medical posts are. We got another one here which is currently being built. We got one here which is full. And then I think we also do have one more somewhere. Yeah, it's right here, which is also full. We've got 3 medical posts. We're building a 4th one, and they're all just jam-packed full of people. And so I think even though it's going to raise discontent a little bit, especially when we're using the floor, when we're making ill people sleep on the floor, I think just getting those ill people into the medical post is going to be worlds better than having them not be able to get into a medical post whilst still being ill, right? I think that's one of the things that's caused a lot of our people to die, is just not being able to get any medical attention whatsoever. And so we do have to wait 14 hours before we can pass that law. That is fine, but I think that's probably the next law that I'm going to pass. Although, if we look under order and purpose here, we do have a few new laws down here that we can pass, including guard stations, which will allow us to start hiring guards and putting those guys around the city, as well as foremen, which we can use to increase the efficiency of our workplaces by 40% for 24 hours, which is pretty cool as well. And then I can see very slightly down here under guard stations, we've got prisons. I think we've also got patrol, so we can start to kind of send our guards around and enforce the law on the move. And then finally, we've got a little bit of a propaganda center over on the left there as well. And so if we really want to go kind of full-on dictator, kind of make our people do what we say and think what we think, we can kind of progress on down that route if possible. And if you remember in the last episode, when things were almost done, when we were kind of on the brink, there was an option to deploy our guards, right? To get our guards to calm the people down. And so if we can get a guard force, then it becomes a bit less of an issue if hope does completely fail. Obviously, we like to keep hope high no matter what, but, you know, it's nice to have that as an option in the background if we want to use it. Also, I did do a bit of research between sessions, and it does turn out that if we put down more workshops, we can increase the speed at which we do research, which I think is something we should definitely start to look into doing in today's episode. And so, we are very close. We're 10 hours away from getting 18 new engineers. Are they engineers? Yeah, we've got 18 new engineers coming. And so I think we can probably get away with putting down a few more workshops. Now, we can't fit them in there. That's fine. I guess we'll put them down kind of over here on this outside ring. But I'm going to put another 2 workshops down. And if possible, I'd like to assign people to all of those. Also, I think I'm probably going to unassign people from the coal pile. I don't want to. I want as many people as possible working on coal, but the coal pile doesn't have the option to be heated like some of the other buildings do. And I think, again, one of the big things that's causing our people to fall ill, which is also then the biggest factor of people dying, which then leads to hope falling and leads to us losing, is people being cold at work. And so if we can stop people being cold at work, we can hopefully slow down or stop people becoming ill, and then, you know, all the other things kind of fall into place. And so I'm kind of thinking maybe we set up another outpost if needs be. It does mention, if we go into the build menu here and we go to resources, the coal thumper, it says that forming a coal pile of up to 560 coal per standard workday, enough for 2 gathering posts. And so if we put down another gathering post, we should have enough people to get all of the coal that we're producing. And finally, I know I'm doing a lot of rambling here at the start of the episode before we actually get anything done, but trust me, we're going to need all this stuff hopefully in today's episode. But finally, we have the economy tab, which I've completely ignored like a fool up until now, because it turns out that this panel gives us quite a bit of information, and quite a lot of information that I would like to have had previously. And so, for example, if we go to coal management, we can see over here on the right that right now we are gaining about 255 coal per day, but we're using 302 coal per day, 288 on the generator and 14 on the heaters. This is information that I would have very much liked to have had, but didn't, because I never opened this freaking panel. But now we know. Now we know we're still producing a little bit less than we need, which we kind of knew already, because we can see here we've only got 2 hours left on the generator here. And so let us also go ahead and schedule the building of a gathering post right about there. We'll of course go ahead and extend out the path to connect to that like so. Is that connected? I think it is. And then once that's built, we'll probably unassign everybody from the coal pile, assign as many people as we can to these 2 gathering posts, make sure that we have enough people in the coal thumper to get that working, and then any excess people that we have, we'll put on food, we'll maybe put on wood if needs be, and of course we'll put onto research, because research, I think, is going to be the thing that really allows us to continue to survive in this world where we just constantly are trying to, you know, fight the cold, and it gets colder and colder, and we get more and more people, and everything just goes wrong. So I'm not quite sure how this guy works. We have the white Hampshireman. Anyway, we got this guy. I don't know what this guy's doing. We can salvage him for resources, which I don't think we need to do. Not assigned to any workplace. So can I assign him to, like, this? It said that we can use him to replace whole areas of workmen. I can't assign him to just, like, frozen trees. What do I assign you to? Is he going to go and build this building? Go on, build it. No? Wait. The Londoners gain more followers. Oh, no. We do still have to worry about these guys. We've got a handful of people who are thinking of going with the Londoners and leaving us, which is not good. I know the generator's down. Hopefully we'll be back online in about an hour, or, well, in a few hours when people get to work. How are we supposed to survive? What are we supposed to do? Our cities have fallen, but not London. It's impossible. It's fine. We will survive. Do not worry. I don't know what this guy's doing. I don't know how to utilize him efficiently. Do I have to, like, assign it under workers? Oh, I see. So we can turn on... Okay. So, hold on a second then. Didn't we build a coal mine last episode? We did. I'm going to turn that on. I don't know how that's going to work, but I want this guy right here, who I don't think is building anything, although he might be. I don't know. Either way, I want him to go over to the coal mine and start mining coal. Even if the efficiency is only 60%, any extra coal that we can get is always great. The discontent, I think, just fell, which is good. Broken promises. We don't have any promises that we can currently work on. we could speed things up here a little bit now. Somebody just died. Oh, that's not good. I know about illness and health cow. I don't need to see that. I know about the workforce, food and hunger. I should probably read more of these than I am doing, but I think I kind of get it. This guy's going to work on automating this over here. I want to keep my eye on the economy tab. See, right now we're gaining 561 coal per day. That's crazy. I'm assuming that's because we've just assigned this guy to automatically work on our coal mine, right? I think. Did he just like lay down on top of that and start gearing away? That is really cool. I like that. I like that a lot. All right. Okay, so we'll unassign everybody from this. Nobody should be working on this coal pit. We should have 10 people working, max 10 people working in that gathering post. The other gathering post is going to get built. We can put people there if we need them. Scouts number 1 have returned safely to the city. They brought all their people. Good. That is the population boost we needed. I think we've got enough houses for them, which is good. We are currently doing research, which is also good. Let me assign engineers to all of these buildings to increase the speed at which we get our research done. If we look at the tech tree, how long does this have left? 7 hours. I'm hoping, it says at 100% research rate. I'm hoping that once our engineers get into the workshops, that research rate will increase. Maybe you can see right now these guys aren't doing anything, so I'm hoping that they will. 10 hours. We'll see. We'll see. Either way, stuff is going on. The generator's down. It shouldn't be. We've got so much coal. We might even have to start stockpiling coal at this point here. Let me slow down real quick. I don't want to go too fast here. Food is something that we're going to start running out of, but let me check again real quick. 622 coal per day. We're producing more than enough coal. That is fantastic. I think it's mostly because of this guy over here. Now, I was reading some stuff before this episode, trying to get a feel for like what we were doing wrong. And people did warn me not to use automation or the automatons solely as our source of coal, because if they kind of run out of coal partway through, you're kind of screwed. Like, they need to recharge at the generator every so often, and so if you run out of coal whilst they're recharging, then your whole city just goes down and things can go bad pretty quickly. And so I'd like to avoid that where possible, and so I do want to keep at least a small workforce over here on the coal thumper for the time being, getting us coal. But I think I will bring it down just a little bit to 5 people there, just so that we can probably go ahead and allocate some people to see, this guy stopped. He's gonna go fuel up, I think, here. Where's our is this our sawmill? It is. We should probably also go ahead and allocate like 10 people there as well, so that we can start getting more wood, start filling up this wood depot. Simultaneously, we should probably throw down a coal depot at some point if we're going to start getting that much coal. But before we do that, we have another pop-up. Heating problem. Cold homes. Captain, our colds are too home. Our homes are too cold. Okay. You'll have to start heating. Let's heat some of the homes. Yeah. I would like, again, preferably to heat all of the homes. Let me see. How's research doing now? So research, it still says 7 hours at 100%. Research stopped. Why? Oh, it's because it's the end of the workday. Okay. I'm not a huge fan of making promises when it comes to warm houses, because we're kind of solely at the discretion of how fast we can research things, which I'm really not a huge fan of, right? And so what we really need to do, first of all, is probably assign some more people to get us food, because we're kind of low on food right now. Again, if we go to the economy tab and we go to food, you'll see we need 139 per day to feed all of our people, and we're only getting 27 per day, which is a problem. So let me go ahead and assign 15 people to this one, and then for now I'll go ahead and assign the other 4 to that one as well. How did that affect our food production? We're still really nowhere near where we need to be in terms of getting food for everybody, but it is a little bit of a step forward. Let's go ahead and assign 5 people to the medical post so we can start to treat even more of our sick people. I'm really hoping, can I like assign a robot to the hunt house? I'm assuming not. No, we can't. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. All right, so thankfully the good thing about the automaton, even though he does have to go and power up every so often, is that he does work throughout the night, which is, for coal especially, crucial. We need it so much. All right, what else do we have to build here now? I think we've unlocked some new stuff. Also, actually, let me pause again real quick. I'm going to keep pausing, but we need to get a new law passed, and that law, I think, is going to be overcrowding. People aren't going to like it, and I don't even know if we need to do it, really. I might hold off. I might hold off until we have another big problem with people being sick. Right now, we've got a few people sick. How many do we have? We've got 19 sick, but we do have 4 medical posts, and so we should be able to hold like 20 people. This one's got no patients in it. And so I think for now, instead, what I'm probably going to do is pass one of these 2 child labor laws. And I think we're going to have to go for child shelters. As much as I would like to put our child population to work to get some use out of them, I think we've got to get the hub that comes with the child shelters, right? Providing all children with a place in a child shelter gives a permanent hub bonus. And so I'm going to sign that. Hopefully that brings a good chunk of hub back to the people. We do have to build a child shelter. That's fine. I'm assuming actually that we have to build multiple of these. Provides a safe place for 15 children during work hours. We have got 15 children. We've got exactly 15 children. But look at that. So right now we only need 1, which is actually quite nice. I don't know if we actually gain children. Like, I don't know if children are produced in our city, or if we only get them when we bring them in. I'm not too sure, but either way, let's go ahead and throw one of these down. Really, we want it to be as close as possible. It does have the little heat sign next to it, but I'm assuming that much like with all of our other buildings, we could always go ahead and just heat it up individually, and that would work just fine, maybe? All right, we'll do that. We'll hit play. We'll speed up here until the next workday starts, and hopefully things are going to start to get just a little bit better. It does say that the Londoners are still gaining more followers, although here it says a handful of people may join. I think we're still okay on that. I think so long as we just kind of keep working on raising hope and lowering discontent, the number of people who want to leave is going to drop. That's my philosophy, at least. We'll see how that goes. So right now, I'm just kind of waiting for the research. I want this research here to be done, which it pretty much is. Children cared for. Good, I'm happy about that. Do we need to assign, like, adults to work here? No? Okay, we will turn on the heating to make sure that they stay warm enough. Let me look at the menu here. So, a lot of those buildings, can we get rid of this? A lot of those buildings don't have the heating turned on. So, this I don't think needs it because we got a robot working there. These definitely need the heating turned on. This definitely needs the heating turned on. I'm going to turn the heating on for all of our workshops to make sure they don't die while they work. The care house 100% needs heating turned on. Some of these other ones I would very much so like to turn on, like the watchtower, which I think I'm going to leave off for now, but I will turn the care homes on. Cookhouse can probably do with it. Oh my goodness, we're going to be using so much coal, aren't we? Medical post, definitely. Medical post, definitely. Medical post, oh my goodness, we've got so many freaking medical posts. Wow, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 medical posts. That is insane. I bet our coal consumption has gone up like crazy. It has. We're now using almost 500 coal per day. That is insane. Also, we still need to put more people onto getting us food because we still do not have enough food being made, which is not good whatsoever, but we do now have the ability to do more research, and so I think we're going to go for a generator power upgrade, but we don't have enough steel, which is a problem and is probably indicative of the fact that we should really start building some kind of steel. What's the next tier in steel? Resources. Oh, we have to research it, don't we? Which we haven't done yet either. Resources, and then steelworks. Extracts iron ore from deep deposits and processes it to deliver up to 40 steel per standard work day. Okay, I think for now, I'm going to... Going to unassign like 5 people from wood, and then assign those 5 people to steel. And by 5, I mean 7. So that we can hopefully start to get a bit of that. And then start to do some research. Because I very much so want to heat the generator up, right? The generator's got a pretty good range right now. If we look at its range here, you can see it's got all of the houses in. It does. And so if we can heat up the generator, if we can take it to level 2, which is going to drastically increase the amount of coal we use, I know. But if we can increase it to level 2, that should complete the Make Homes livable quest. And again, I think it's really going to help when it comes to keeping our people from becoming ill. Now, we should also send out our scouts, now that I think about it. Do I want to send them that far? I should probably check out the Gloomy Cave, right? It's a lot closer and more likely to give us resources than going... Well, it's more likely to give us resources faster than going quite so far out. Do I want to do something else here real quick whilst we're just not doing anything? Probably, right? I should probably research this anyway. 7 hours at 100% research speed. Is that actually how long it's going to take? It says 5 hours there, so it has gone down a bit. Now 4 hours. That's good. So it looks like it is quicker having multiple of these workshops. And we might as well get it done whilst we're waiting for steel, right? There's no point just kind of not doing anything whilst we wait for steel, because we're going to have to do it at some point. What do we need for the next tier here? We need 75 wood and 25 steel to unlock the next level of stuff. We should probably also look at getting more scouts as well at some point. What do we have here? Medical post upgrade. Thanks to improved tools and methods, people employed in medical posts will heal the sick 10% faster. We've got a hothouse. A few hardy crops can be grown here, supplying up to 30 raw food per day. That's really good. We should probably look to getting that ASAP. And then a bunkhouse, a dwelling for up to 10 people that is adequately protected against the weather. We should probably look towards getting that as well. We got a lot of stuff that we need to research. Also, I will turn on the heating at that medical post to make sure that it can actually function. And then we do have another complaint here. A note of thanks. We just wanted to thank you back in London. It was only the wealthy that didn't have to send their kids to work. In this new world you're creating, we can see things will be different. Nice. It was the right thing to do. Hope will rise. Awesome. We're almost at the point, guys. We're very close to the point where hope is higher than discontent, which is fantastic. I'm very, very happy about that. No patients. Wow. There is nobody in the medical post. Holy heck. We do have 22 people sick, but no one's in the medical post. That's great. Whilst we're still waiting for more steel, which we don't quite have yet, let's go ahead and let's do the research for medical post. It is going to use a bit of steel, but I think, again, sickness is one of the biggest things causing death, which is one of the biggest things causing discontent, and so trying to get that taken care of is high on my list of things to do. We should also go ahead and build ourselves not a gathering post. I want to build a resource deposit for coal, which we can't do just yet because we don't have enough. You guessed it, flipping steel. All right, that's fine. That is fine. Free time. Okay. I do really wish that our people worked longer hours. My goodness. Oh my goodness. The Londoners prey on discontent. A few are persuaded. A member of the Londoners is talking to a crowd. He's trying to scare as many people into joining the exodus to London, but his visions of doom ring false in the ears of people who are content with the situation in our city. Let him speak. We've got to let him speak. We can't do anything else. That is going to raise the number of people, but that's fine. So, oh, this is the number of people. There are 23 people who want to leave. Okay, we'll try and bring that number down. We do still have 11 days before they leave. Again, I think just raising hope and lowering discontent is the best thing we can do right now. I don't think there's really much else that we can try. Really. Okay, so I think our biggest issue right now, if we look in the economy tab, does it tell us how many people? Housing conditions. So 2 are livable, the 2 care houses, but all of the tents are chilly, and 2 of the tents are cold. Thankfully, no one lives in those, which is good. But there were a lot of chilly tents. And if we look back at the thermometer here, you can see chilly has a low risk, but still a risk of getting ill. Whereas livable gives a very low risk and comfortable prevents, which is really what would be ideal here. So that's something we need to work on. Obviously, we could do that by getting houses and bunkhouses, as well as just heating up the generator. Medical facilities are all working at 100% efficiency again, which is good. Our food hunting huts are on their way up. I think the efficiency is up on what it was earlier, which is good. Food consumption and production is still low. We do need to assign more people to that. We've got 4 people unemployed, and so let's go ahead and assign those guys to our hunting hut so we can just try and get at least a little bit more food for the coming days here. But flipping heck, things are actually starting to look not too bad. We've got robots that are helping us do things faster. We've got writing on the wall. Captain, someone has defaced the walls with predictions of doom for our city. This is troubling. People already fear will share Winterholm's fate, and scared minds are always swayed even by the smallest nudges. Send a watchman to remove it or ignore it. Hope will fall or hope will fall slightly. I mean, this feels like a non-option, right? We've got to get someone to remove it. Although I don't know if we have a watchman, honestly. Hope fell. That's fine. That's fine. I think this robot is really what saved us. I think if we'd have dismantled it or left it, we wouldn't be in such a good situation. We'd still be kind of struggling just to get coal. And so I think we're doing good here. I think things are going quite well. Our biggest issue is still heating. People regain hope. For the first time, the Londoners have failed to persuade anyone to abandon the city and flee to London. People are recovering from their shock at the news of Winterholm and starting to hope for a future. I'm glad to hear that. I'm so glad to hear that. I want to see this number fall. I want to see that number fall. I want less than 10 people to leave. Look at that. People are hopeful enough to not join the Londoners. Let's go. Flipping heck, we're doing it. We're doing it. All right, let's speed things up here again. I wonder if our capital really has a plan. It does. It does. I have a plan. All our work will be for nothing if we leave. I'm staying. Richard, My man. He's got the right idea. I like Richard. I like him a lot. All right, so steel's being got, which is good. Hopefully we'll have enough steel to unlock the next generator upgrade by the time that the medical post upgrade research is complete. And then hopefully we can also try and build another resource depot for all of our coal, because I think we are on our way to getting excess. Even though we are using a huge amount right now, we are still gaining just a little bit of excess every day. You can see how much we're wasting on heaters is actually ridiculous. And I'm hoping that once we upgrade the generator, it is going to increase the amount the generator uses, but I'm hoping we can turn off a few of these buildings that are close to the generator. That's the plan, at least. And you know that things are going well because we're actually slowly but surely getting more and more employees. Like, you'll notice that every so often the number down here is going up, and we can actually assign more people to, for example, get us food, which is something that we really didn't have the luxury of doing in the last episode. Also, we are done with research, so look at that, we've got 21, which is the perfect amount to get the next generator upgrade. Nice. And now that we're able to go through almost like 2 cycles of tech every day, we can unlock like 2 things a day, at least at the current level, we should start to see, hopefully, some improvements quite fast here, which I am very much so happy about. So again, we'll speed things up here. We're going to try and get that heater upgrade done. I'm hoping that we are producing enough coal to run the generator at the higher speed. Okay, that is done. Slow things down here. So the generator is bumped up to level 2, 200% coal consumption, but 1+ temperature in all heat zones. So let's see here. How much coal? Oh boy. We're using 780. We're producing 539. All right, that is an issue. The coal will last for 21 hours. So we need to assign more people to the thumper, and then probably also more people to the gathering post as well. We'll see how that does. We'll see how assigning more people there affects us. I might want to bring that down maybe by 1 and then pump an extra person into here maybe. Again, hopefully as we get more healthy people and less sick people, we can assign more people to work everywhere and things can work out quite nicely. And also, speaking of that, we do need, although we are going to start to tear through our coal at a ridiculous speed, we should prepare for the day when we need a coal depot. And so for now, I'm just going to go ahead and put that right about there. I was going to put it at the back here, but I want to try and keep our city as like organized as possible. I've mentioned before how I'm really not a fan of some of the building that we've got, like, is it over here? So we've got gaps that we can't fill in the middle, and so I really want to try and avoid that where possible. Just kind of planning for the future where things can probably get a bit fuller. So, okay. How are things looking here? This is comfortable. I think I'm going to turn some of these off, right? Like, it's good that they're comfortable. Medical post, medical post, medical post. Prevents getting ill. See, preventing getting ill is great, but I would like to get our coal consumption under control. I want to get it to the point where we're not wasting coal, where we can actually survive on the coal that we're producing, right? Obviously. More sick beds needed. What? Captain, some of our people are concerned about the rising number of untreated sick. They are asking that you address this problem. What? You have 3 days to admit 1/3 of the sick to treatment. I promise the sick will be treated. And you know what? We're going to have to do it. Overcrowding. Sign. There we go. You guys have got to go and remaining 3 people. Is that all we got to do? 3 people? How are all of our medical posts full? Oh my goodness, yeah, look at that, 110%. They're all full, even with the new expansion to 10. They're all instantly full. The care houses are not, but the medical posts are so full. Requires at least 1 worker. Where is our unworked post? It's right there. Boom, 1 person. Okay, so we should now be able to, that should get completed, I think, in the morning when people start going to work. And hopefully, I'm really hoping that the increase in heat here is going to make things better, because you can see now everywhere is livable. Again, if we go back to the economy tab and we go to homes, before all of these were chilly and 2 of them were cold. Where are our cold tents at? Have I got 2 tents on the outskirts somewhere? Ah, yeah, we've got tents there, and then tents. Where's the other tent? Oh, it's there. Oh my goodness, that's real far out, isn't it? I guess we can dismantle that. There's no need for it. And also for now, dismantle this. No one should be living in those buildings. They are just not suitable for habitation. So we'll get rid of those. And then, yeah, all of our buildings, all of our homes are now livable. They're not chilly. The risk of becoming ill is very low compared to, what was it? It was low before, now it's very low. So this is good. This is good. I like that a lot. And hopefully, as time goes on here, we can turn off more of our buildings to hopefully get this coal situation under control. Does that say we need to... We're consuming 742 coal per day. Ah! It's too much, man. It's too much. How do... Let me pause again real quick here. How do... When powered by the generator, these contraptions create additional smaller heat zones around them. Each active steam hub consumes 3 coal per hour. So, I guess, realistically, if we have an area that has 3 buildings in it that are turned on, for example, like over here, the child shelter, the workshops, these 3 here, maybe even, I don't know how big the area is. Like if we could put a small hub here, maybe where this house is, and then not have to turn on the care home, the medical post, the workshop, and you know what I mean? If we can do that, then I think that could be beneficial. Also, it might be worth building new medical posts and then getting rid of the old medical posts, but building all of our medical posts kind of around a heater so that we can power one heater to heat up all the medical posts as opposed to individually turning on the heating at every single medical post. I think that's going to be much more efficient in the future, but a little bit more of a hassle to set up initially. I will go ahead and allocate that to coal. How are our scouts are just waiting for me. Okay. Healthcare promise fulfilled. Of course. Nice. Nice. Hope is now higher than discontent. Oh my goodness, guys. We're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. All right. Let's explore the gloomy cave. Beset by beasts. We can hear terrified shrieks coming from the cave up the hill. Coming from a cave uphill. When we come closer, several polar bears turn towards us, blocking the entrance. There are people trapped inside, and those beasts are picking them off one by one and feasting on them. Leave the bears alone or risk attacking the bears. People in the cave will live. Scouts will escort them out of the city if they survive. 4 children, 18 engineers, 12 workers, and then something else. I'm not quite sure what that little exclamation mark is there, but yeah, let's do it. Let's risk attacking those freaking bears. We had to help the survivors. When our scouts attacked the bears, the people in the cave, the 4 children, the 18 workers, and the 18 engineers and the 12 workers joined them, and together they drove the beasts away. Then they all set out towards the city. Nice! So no one died. That is fantastic. We can set up multiple scout teams. It does cost us, but and I think it does require a research. But you can see here, if we have 5 workers and 40 wood, and also I think if we have this research over here for more scout teams, we can have multiple teams that go out at once. And I think that scouting is going to be a very important aspect of us surviving, right? Getting more of those automation cores, those automatons, is going to be huge in helping us automate like wood gathering or steel gathering or anything really. And so that's also something that we should probably consider at some point in the near future here. I really want to turn off some of these buildings. I know they're not on in the evening. At least I think they're not in the evening. They're on when people are in them, right? I'm going to turn these off. I don't know, like, it feels like the medical posts should have them on. It feels like people in medical posts should be comfortable. This one's freaking chilly, which is real bad. Again, it's all this wasted space, right? We've got so much wasted space here. I think I might move some of these things. I think we have to. And then move some of the other buildings that are chilly into the inner core of where the generator is. Because we've got so much space that's wasted just throughout the way that we've built our city, right? It's so inefficient. So we will look towards doing that probably in the next episode. For now, let's speed things up a little bit and see what we can get done. Another act of vandalism. The Londoners have defaced more walls, urging everybody to join them and abandon the city. Some graffiti even mocks your leadership. Flippin' heck, branding me as an unfit leader, incapable of doing what it takes to save our people. Send the watchman to remove it. Get it the heck out of here. My goodness, we need, we can't sign a new law yet, but we need guards, man. We need guards to go around and make sure that people don't say that we're bad in front of all of our people. Gosh dang it. Look at that though. Hope took a big dip, but also discontent took a big dip. Overtime work. Is one of these buildings set to overtime work? 8 till 6, 8 till 6, 8 till 6. Who's working overtime? Is it one of our, like, overtime? Oh, it's right there, the cookhouse? Let's bring that down. The cookhouse does not need to be overtime. Oh, there we go. All right, and what else we got here? Watch members beaten. Oh my goodness. Captain, members of the Knighthood Watch who are removing the Londoners' slogan have been assaulted. We should do something to protect our people. We need guards to secure the streets. You will have 3 days to open a guard station. We need guards to strike back. Discontent will fall. Hope will rise. We gotta get guards. We have to get guards. All right, that's gonna have to be the next law that we pass. Well, better late than never. Exactly, Lucy. Let's hope it's enough to protect us from this vermin. Flippin' heck. Thanks for the support, Tom. Means a whole heck of a lot. All right, the Londoners gain more followers. Oh, no, they're up to 25. They're up to 25. I don't like it. Don't like it one bit. So assign more people to this. Oh, we don't even have a research that's currently being done. Let us go for... What did we just do? We just did like the heaters, I think. Resource depot upgrade, sawmill upgrade, charcoal kiln, which I believe lets us turn wood into fuel. Uses intense heat to char up wood, up to 70 wood per standard workday, producing 20 coal. All right, that's not too bad. Could be useful. More scouts, I think, is a good one. But I think maybe a bunkhouse might not be a bad idea. Although, no, we should go for a hothouse, right? Right? We don't have that much. Is there anything we can do that doesn't require steel? If there's a research that we can do whilst we wait for us to get steel, I will do that. If there's not, which it looks like there isn't, then I guess we just have to wait until we get more steel. We do have people we can assign, so let's assign them to work there. We've also got more people coming in 4 hours. I wonder if our capital really has a plan. Geneve, trust me. I do. I do. But no, we got more workers coming. This is good. Coal on the decline. Quite rapidly, actually, which is a little bit terrifying. It's on the increase again there, which is good. Scouts have returned. Awesome. This is good. This is good. We do now almost have 10 steel. There we go. All right, let's pause. Let's get a new research. Let us go for the hothouse. I think we need the food. We don't have the food. We need the food. It does use up one of our steam cores, which is not great, but that's fine. Mild frostbite. A citizen has frostbite. That's not good. That is not good at all. 26 homeless. Okay, this is the problem we can fix. I want to put the houses here somewhere. So let's see. Let me build a hunter's hut over here. And by that I mean like right here. Gonna build one there, and we'll build one there. Why not? That means that I can delete this one here. So demolish and demolish. This is a beacon. Our scouts are back. So I will demolish this, which I'm assuming is going to dismantle our scouts. And then I would like to build another workshop to make up for the one that I'm about to get rid of. So a tech workshop. I can't fit it there, which is real freaking annoying. So I guess for now, I'm just going to dismantle this one. We'll build another one once we've got kind of this area fitted properly. And then dismantle streets. I'm going to dismantle this street here. And then reconnect. How do I want to reconnect this other street? Because people still need to get to work over in this area. So let's do something, I guess, for now, like that. That should allow them to get to work as usual. And also should allow us to build more homes, which is what I would like to do. I'd like to build a road here and then go back and build a new home. Preferably, I want to get those upgraded houses, but no, we're doing hot houses. Okay. And so I guess for now, how many people are homeless? 26. So tents. Let's do this and this and this. There we go. So that gives us 30. I guess we don't need... Do we need 30? Yeah, 26 means we need 30, doesn't it? How inefficient are we being here, actually? Because, like, there's a gap here that's not being used, but I don't think we can use it. Can I put a medical post there? Is that big enough for a medical post? It looks... the medical post is small, but not that small. Is the circle just really not... see, this is a waste. This, cookhouse. I'm going to get rid of that and build it on the outskirts again. We're doing a lot of renovating here, but trust me, it'll be worth it. So we'll put the cookhouse there. We might have to do quite a bit of renovating to get use out of that slot there. You know, like delete a lot of these houses and then replace them all. So we might look to doing that in the future. For now, I'm going to hit play. And I'm going to put medical posts in the center here as soon as this hothouse is taken down. Not hothouse, the cookhouse, the hothouse has just been researched. Hope is falling. Londoners vandalism watchman beaten. Okay, how long do we have left to sign a law? We got 14 hours before we can sign a new law. That's fine. Let's get some work done, guys. A lot to do. Assign people to work at the hunting huts to get some food going. No children in the child shelter. Why is that? Have I destroyed the road that is needed? Or is it just because the work day has just started? Possibly. Also, again, you can see like a little inefficiency there. There's a gap between those two tents, and so I really want to move that over to fit more tents in, right? I wonder if I can fit another... If I move... Okay, I'm going to try. I'm going to delete this. I'm going to move it over. I'm going to try and fit another medical post in there. Yeah, we'll see how that. We'll see if this works. I feel like it could. I'm just trying to be as efficient as possible here. Can I then put a tent? Oh, look at that. Perfect. Perfect. We were wasting so much space. So that's a medical post. I'm going to get rid of it. It's on the outskirts. Where else? What's our other furthest most? There it is. I'm going to get rid of this one as well. We built 2 new ones. They're in the middle. They're better. We should assign people to work in the cookhouse. We'll put 5 engineers. Maybe we've got so many engineers. But we'll put, yeah, sure, we'll put 5 engineers working in there. No one's working in the watchtower. That's fine for now. Medical post can have 5 people. We're going to build another medical post in a second here that can have 5 people. Another building is coming, which should take care of all of our homeless people. 60 people are hungry. This is a problem that we need to take care of. Let me first build a path around like this, because then I want to get down a hothouse. Food, hothouse. Can't put it there, which is a shame, but I can put it right there. That thing is freaking massive. Also, research is ready to be done. Let's go for bunkhouse, I guess. More scouts is probably a good one, but yeah, I kind of want to go for this next. Things are going pretty well. Coal could be an issue. 5 homeless? How do we have 5 homeless? How did more people become homeless in that short span of time? It's not a problem. We can put down another tent here, and heck, even another one there if we wanted to. I'd like to save that space if possible, but we'll put down another tent. We've got so many people who are ready to work now. It's great. I am very happy about this. So I guess actually what we should do is check our coal. We're currently using 700, producing 500. Let's assign more people to this, more people to this, and then also like 5 people to this gathering post as well, so we can hopefully start getting more coal produced. Wood could also probably do with some more people. And then how's food doing? We got 15, 15, and then 13. So we got quite a lot of food. Oh no, we broke a promise. Was it guards? No, it wasn't guards. Oh my goodness. But the Londoners are on the rise. We do need to get guards, but we're very close. What did we break? Was it the... Yeah, what promise did we break? I have no idea. How are there still so many homeless people? I'll build another house. Like, again, not a problem. But is it because people are coming, like, being treated fast and not sick anymore? Is that the issue? Also, can we get this built, please? This thing is, like, essential right now. There we go. We'll slow that down. And then, yeah, I'm going to assign just 10 engineers to work in here. Put the heating on to make sure the thing works. And that should hopefully start to produce a source of food for us, right? Hothouse will produce raw food. Too cold. The building needs to be at least chilly. It's negative 60 degrees Celsius. Oh, my game. You can't do that to me. You can't just... All of our stuff is just like frozen. It's too cold. It's too cold. Very cold. That is not good. That's like... Oh, that's bad. What does override do? When override is on, the temperature in all zones will heat by 1, but the generator stress is raised as well. I'm going to do it. I hope it doesn't break. If it breaks, that's a problem. The steel wreckage has been depleted. That's fine. It's using more coal. Is this working? It's not. Food is... Oh, so we have food, but the cookhouse is not doing anything with it. Okay. I don't even think turning the heating on is helping, because the cookhouse is just... It's too far away from the center. So... We really need to open up our tech tree. We need to get the next level. We need to get the tier 2 of heating here. Well, of all of them, really, but specifically heating, so that we can improve the heaters or improve generator efficiency, improve steam hub range. Oh, I completely forget every time about our steam hubs. I still haven't... So they've got a fairly large area. And it is entirely possible that we could... Maybe, so I can just put them down anywhere as well, right? That's cool. That we could maybe like put all of our like medical posts between them and have that be the way that works. Also, is this just not even hooked up to the... There's not even a path that gets here. My goodness. All right, let's hook that up. Let's throw down a heater like right smack bang in front of this thing. I'll put it a bit further over, like here, so we can try and get one of our medical posts in. That is going to use a fair bit of coal, but that's fine. It means we can turn the heaters off here and here. Okay, we'll see how that goes. We'll see how that goes. Let's hopefully go allow us to start getting food, because food is the only thing right now. No one's sick. People are just hungry. A child's plea. Captain, we found a boy frozen to the bone in the cemetery next to a fresh grave. He must have been there for hours. He wants you to call an emergency meeting. He says you have that if you agree, his mother will wake up. He must face his loss. That's not the best. One of our people has had to undergo an amputation. Working in the freezing cold left him with such severe frostbite there was no other choice. We must do something. Consider signing the care house or prosthetics law. We've done this, right? Oh, prosthetics. I see. Everyone wants to contribute to the survival of our city. If we can bring amputees back to full fitness, we should do it. After introducing this law, another one can be passed in 1 day and 21 hours. We get a new blueprint, prosthetics, available in the factory. Amputees fitted with prosthetics in the medical facilities will be able to work again. Okay. What were we going to pass? I think we were going to pass guards. Oh, we have to pass guards. We can consider the amputee thing, but we also need to get guards in the next few days. Otherwise, we're going to have another broken promise. Finally, someone to get rid of the criminals. Oh, no, not again. Final warning. People are desperate. We must hold on for a couple more days. We have 2 days to raise up. Oh, gosh, guys. We're in the same gosh darn position. Again. Oh, it's the temperature. It's so gosh darn cold. It's on 24 hours right now. It's still not hot enough here? Oh, no, there we go. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Bunkhouse research complete as well. Thank goodness. Okay, so the cookhouse should hopefully start to tear through the food here and start to produce quite a bit of it. Is it still cold here? It's still too chilly over here. Oh, how much coal are we using? Coal. We're getting there. We're getting there. We do still have people who are unemployed. Although it's very cold over here. Is this one even turned on? It's not. That's probably why. Let's turn that on. Let's get everybody over there so we can get more coal to keep things going. Because I am going to go ahead and put down another steam hub if we can. 20 steel required. Oh, we're out of steel, right? Do we have another deposit of steel somewhere? That's coal, which is useful, but not really. Ah, we need more steel. Okay, so we have to set up a steel mine, which requires research, which we are currently not doing. Oh my goodness, there's so much stuff to balance in this game. My goodness. Do I... Oh, no, we did research steelworks. Do I have what it takes to build that? Resources. Steelworks. Needs 25 wood. Extracts iron. Yes, okay. Okay. We'll put that there. When it's built, we'll assign someone to it. Or some people to it. Whilst we're waiting for that, let's go and do another research tree. I don't think we can do anything yet because we don't have enough steel, which is real freaking annoying, but it's something I think we're just going to have to live with for now. Oh, that's not good. That's not good at all. Hopefully it gets a bit warmer so that we can get the hothouse up and running. But hopefully food... Yeah, food's... We're starting to go through our raw food. And then turning it into food rations, which are getting eaten instantly because we've got so many people who are hungry, but the number is going down. Holy heck. Alright. Alright. I think just an increase in temperature is going to increase how people feel. Oh, well, increase how people feel. Make people feel better is what I should say there. Let's do that. And that. That should give that a path that it can connect to. What's the problem? Few are persuaded, and we've got to let him speak still. We don't have a guard station. Ah! The number's up to 34. Oh my goodness. Order. Guard station. Fits there, but it's a bit inefficient. I guess it fits there as well perfectly. Yeah, boom. Guard station. Oh, let's get our guards up and running so we can stop people in the future from leaving like that. The care house. We got the heating on. That's the worst bit. We've got the heating on, but we just... It's too cold. We just had a massive 20-degree dip in temperature, which we couldn't account for. Coal's still not being produced fast enough, which sucks. I think we could probably turn this off and turn this off. That one's already off. But I'm thinking we turn those off. This steam hub here can hopefully keep it going forwards and thus reduce the amount of coal that we're using to almost put us in the green again. Oh, the generator is... we should turn it off. Override. Turn it... Bring it down. It's cold, but bring it down. Discontent's falling. This is good. And then it's rising again. Oh, no. Promise broken. Lack of medical care. Medical care still an issue? We've got so many unused medical posts. Why are there so many untreated? Oh, it's too cold. That's why there's so many... Oh, the other ones are full. Everywhere else is too gosh darn cold. Turn the heaters on, guys. Turn the heaters on. People need medical attention, which will hopefully lower discontent, unpopular decision, and broken promises. So tomorrow we have to pass a popular law that will raise hope. Care house is still too cold. Oh, that's not good. That is not good. Okay, I think we're going to be okay for now. We're going to make it to the daytime so we can get more coal again. The generator isn't going to turn off. Let's assign workers to get a steel. 7 people should do. 2.8 per hour. So we can start doing new research pretty soon. I'm hoping this goes up to back to -40. But they did warn us. Oh, we also need people in the guard post, don't we? I guess maybe... how do I want to do this? Can I assign engineers to work in the guard post? Or do they need to be... Yeah, I can. Okay, let's put 5 engineers in there. So we got 5 guards, which is good. 46 people thinking of leaving. That's... Oh, we do have 179, which is quite good. So that's not everybody. Build 2 guard stations? Oh my goodness. We've got how long left? A day to build another guard station. Okay. Okay. Order. What do I need for a guard station? 10 steel. Okay, so we gotta get people working at the steelworks. Let me quickly read to make sure that I don't make the same mistake. It doesn't say, like the thumper specifies that you need gathering posts. This one doesn't, and so I think we should just get the steel. Like hopefully it's not going to put it in a pile that we can't use like the coal thumper does, or that we can use but we have to work for. Also, let's turn that off. No one, stop working overtime. No one's working overtime. Hope's rising. I can see it. People are starting to believe. Oh my goodness. It's still -60. The cookhouse is too cold. Turn the heating on. Okay. We're getting steel. Research can't be done because we don't have enough steel. We're almost at 10. How much do we need? 25. I think we're not going to be doing research much today. The child shelter is just too cold. Too chilly inside to work. See, that would be a good one to get online as well, because having the child shelter up and running. How many children do we have? 19. We need another one for starters. But if every child is in a shelter, then people are a lot happier in general. Oh, we need to get that next tier of research going, though. But before we do that, we have to get another watchtower to fulfill our promise. Doesn't fit there, annoyingly enough. Does it fit there? It does indeed. So we'll throw that down. And all we got to do is move 1 guard from this tower to this tower. And that should fulfill the quest and thus raise hope a little bit. People will raise their faith. Severe frostbite. A citizen has had a limb amputated. We need to set up. We need to do the pass the law about amputees as well, because we've got too many people with amputated limbs right now. It's not good, guys. It's really not good. Oh my goodness. I know you're telling me to do a research. I can't do a research though. They're all done. They're all flipping too busy right now. So let's take 1 guy away from here, put him into here. That's going to go ahead and build the guard station. Oh, look at that. Hope. He's done it. Come on, give me the box that tells me that I don't have to worry about my citizens abandoning me. Please. We might have to wait 8 hours until we can pass a law, which might just push it over the edge. I'm trying, guys. The cold. I can't help the cold. It's bad. Oh, the workday's over and we didn't have enough steel to do any research today. That's bad. That's pretty bad. And food. I don't know why people are hungry. We've got some food in storage here, which is good. It's very good. Also, all of our medical posts seem to be warm enough, or at least a few of them are now. The care house, not so much, but the rest are, which is good. So people are getting treated. Hope's on the rise. Food is still at a deficit. Coal's at a huge deficit. Holy heck, is that bad? Houses are cold. Flipping heck, you know, you make so much progress, and then it just all crumbles around you. It's horrible. It's horrible. Okay, gonna speed up until we can pass a law, and we're going to pass a favorable law. It might end up being the amputee one. Where is it? Care home, prosthetics. It doesn't mention that hope will rise there. I really need to, is there anything in order that can save us here? Foreman and patrol. Each use will reduce discontent and will raise hope. New ability, patrol for the guards. Prison. You will have to build a prison, discontent will rise. The propaganda center. To keep things running smoothly, we need to stay informed about our people's concerns and have a way of spreading the news we want them to hear. We can build a propaganda center. The propaganda center will raise hope, show detailed info on sources of discontent, and the propaganda center can distribute bulletins raising hope. Discontent will rise. Increase the efficiency of workplaces. Okay, I think we're gonna go for patrol here. We got to assign patrols into law. As much as I want to get those amputees back up and running, how do I schedule a patrol? Guards will patrol the streets. Discontent will fall. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Look at that. Discontent. Oh, would you look at that? Oh my goodness, we did it. I skipped it by accident there. But the hope has risen enough to where we no longer have to care about our people abandoning us. Food theft. Someone has stolen 4 food rations from the stockpile. People are saying it was the Londoners gathering supplies for their journey. It seems this ridiculous idea of leaving for London is gaining traction. Send the guards to catch them. We're not having this. We're going to stand for this. 46 people leaving. Flipping it, guys. Oh my goodness. The episode has gone on far too long. But we're making progress, and I'm happy about that. We've stabilized a little bit. Things were a bit dicey there for a second with the hope being a bit too low, but we've brought it back. Discontent is pretty low, which is good, lower than when it started. Coal is going to be an issue. We're going to have to get heating under control, especially with that massive drop to negative 60 degrees Celsius. We also need more steel to get more research done, but guys, we will do that in the next episode. For now, thank you for watching. If you did enjoy the video, as always, be sure to hit that like button. It really does help out a lot. Leave a comment down below, subscribe if you are new here, and I'll see you guys next time.